Hey, good afternoon, guys. It's Jimmy from Primered is Best. It's a beautiful East Tennessee day today. Started out cold. It's just now getting warm enough where you can come out here comfortably. I don't like to work in the cold. And piddle, play, whatever you want to call it. I call it playing, my wife and I. Mrs. PIB with this 1985 Chevy C10 truck. We've been having, if you're new to the channel, we have been having a contest, I guess. There's no prizes to be won, first of all. Putting a name on this truck. I've been calling it, or my wife and I have, the truck with no name. All my vehicles have a name. This one doesn't. I've got the 84 C10 truck left turn Bill, and I've got the 78 C10 truck Billy James, and of course we got the Xbox, and well, I take that back. There is one, still another one that doesn't have a name. We just got this, I don't know, maybe a month ago. It's a 2003, if you're new to the channel, 2003 Chevy Silverado truck. It's a cat-eye truck, and I'll kind of show you around the truck just real quick. I'm trying not to make my videos real long. I'm still getting used to this truck. It runs excellent. And I took it to GM Tim 38 on YouTube for him to change the oil, just freshen everything up on it, make sure everything's good to go. And the steering locked up on it when he was making a left-hand turn. And he had to break it loose. He's a lot stronger than I am. He's a young man, still full of juice. And make a long story short, I'm making it as short as I can. He put a new rack and pinion in it. Tie rod ends and stuff. I had the truck aligned last week. And so it's pretty much good to go. We put new headlights in it, new bulbs, tail lights, and all that stuff. You've probably seen that video. If not, just go back a few if you're interested. It's pretty self-explanatory. Next week, this truck is going to my friend's garage, and he details for a living. Now, he has a bunch of people that work for him, and he can have, I'm doing the whole 9 yards on it. Wash, wax, everything. And, after that, detail the engine, everything like that. And I'll give you an update when I get it back, but that's next week. So, in the meantime, it's probably silly to do it this time of year anyway, because there is pollen everywhere here in East Tennessee. But this truck doesn't have a name yet, but we'll get to that another time. We'll have a contest on it. Right now, I want to finish up this one. Right now, I've been calling this one Cat Eye. Just a name. I always try to name my vehicles. It kind of gives them a little bit more personality. It makes me think that they've got a life of their own, kind of. I'm a nut. Let's just say it. I'm a nut. I like to name everything. Everything has a name, like it's my friend, like it loves me, like I love them, blah, blah, blah. I'm probably telling you more than I should. But I got some good news today. First of all, I'll start right here. Got me some floor mats for it. And what I like about these floor mats, see that truck? Isn't that neat? I've been telling myself it's a C10, but no, I don't know. I don't know where you get these at. I got these at the junkyard. They're for a truck. So, I mean, pretty cool, huh? I get lots of things at the junkyard, so much that I won't even mention it. Some of it's kind of embarrassing, but hey, if you can use it, you can use it. Floor mats are somewhat expensive, and I mean, these are good. They got a few cracks and splits, but hey, it's good enough. I got some floor mats now. Yeehaw. Let me go over here real quick. I'm going to try to do as much as I can. This week is a busy week for us. So, here's the brake pad that was on this truck. This truck shows 37,045 miles. I don't know if you could read that or not, the way I was holding this phone. 37,045 miles. So, I don't know if it's 137. That's what I suspect. And I've told y'all this before, but an older gentleman owned this truck, and it's from a West Chevrolet in Knoxville. This truck's always been in East Tennessee. I don't know if you can see that or not. Once again, I apologize. And there's my plane. You can always tell it's warm weather when it's planes flying over every time I do a video. But I'm going to take this brake pad off. It says disc brakes. I got me another one here. I'm going to put it on. I got me some shoe goo. Y'all probably don't do this, but I do, just because I feel better about myself or whatever. But I'm going to take this off, the old one. I'm going to take this out of the bag, of course, and I'm going to put a little dab or two of shoe goo in here, or some other kind of glue. I've used all kinds, but I really like this shoe goo. That's some good stuff. Anyway, then I'm going to put it on, and that way I don't have any chance of the brake pad moving one way or the other. If I want to mash the brake, I want to mash the brake. And I've never had any problems, but then again, I don't want to either. They don't make things as good as they used to, so my opinion, but I think most people would agree. I'm going to do that here in just a minute. Got my headlights here. I'm going to change these headlights out. I think that one right there doesn't work. This one's dark, and I don't like it. But let's see what else. Oh, this, a major good thing here. Oh, hang on a minute, guys. Trying to get this to set up here where you can see it. Ta-da! Got me some bumper guards for this truck. They're used, of course. That's fine. The bumper is used. It's got scratches and stuff on it. It's not perfect, but I got a set of bumper guards for it, and I think it's going to look. I don't know if I got these tied together, if you're wondering, so I won't lose them. I get absent-minded, so if I don't put stuff together, you just have to know me. But I set stuff down, and 2 minutes later, I can't remember where I set it. A lot of my times on videos, when I'm doing videos, most of the time, I'm looking around to see where I set something. I don't know if y'all's that way or not. But anyway, these bumper guards is going to go right here. I think it's going to really make a good impression on the truck when you first come up on it. New headlights, I'm going to paint. I'm not going to do this in this video. I'm not going to have time today. But I'm going to change the headlights. I'm going to take the headlight bezels out and the grill out sometime and spray it, redo it, and make it look the best that I can on a budget. I'm going to do that. I just want to tell you about the bumper guards. Got a new air dam coming, air deflector, that I think is going to work. See, that one's kind of split. All this stuff that I'm doing, basically anybody can do. You know, if you knew me, if I can do it, anybody can. I'm going to change these out today. I'm doing this, headlights, the brake pad, hopefully, and I'm changing these tail lights out. So see how dull they. I got these right here. See, well, it's in the package. I have to get some scissors or something and cut it out of the package, but you can already tell a big difference. It'll make the whole back end of the truck look cleaner and, you know, just kind of freshened up a little bit. I know I've told y'all this before, but I'm going to mention it again just in case you didn't know. These are metal, these pieces here. I ordered these, a set of taillights, just like this, in a package just like this, on eBay Motors, and they sent me this plastic crap, and it was just stuck on with some I guess double-sided tape or something. Now, how long do you think that's going to last? Maybe a pretty good while, especially if it's garage kept, but I mean, I like the aluminum. I really do. This is not going to last that long. In a little bit of weather, season or two, if it lasts that long, it's going to come off and it looks like crap. They didn't mention it in the ad on eBay Motors that this stuff here was plastic. There, you know, you pay a good price for the tail lights, and think you're getting a good deal. Sometimes cheapest is not always the best. But I went to the auto parts store, and they had them in stock. I think it was, I want to say it was O'Reilly's. I think that's who it was. I could be wrong. Anyway, if you're thinking about replacing your taillights, call your local auto parts store and make sure it has the aluminum. I bought several sets, and I think this is my last set, because I buy C10 trucks and they mysteriously go to new homes. So I don't know. There's my side marker lights that I'm going to put on that I just showed you here in a minute. Anyway, I'm going to get started on this. I'm trying to go as fast as I can, telling y'all what the video is about and what I'm doing. I've got one of these things right here. I don't know what size it is. I don't have my glasses on. It don't matter. I'm going to take all these screws out and take this old one out, and I'll put a new one in, and we'll see what it looks like in just a minute. Hang in there, okay? Okay, guys, I got the old parking lens out, which isn't hard. If you do replace yours, I mean, of course you do what you want to, but just make sure that if I was you, I'd make sure I got the aluminum. And I'm even going to save this, or at least the aluminum, in case say all them manufacturers for some reason start making them out of this flimsy plastic. You know, I'll just take the plastic off and put this on it. It bends really easy. And you know, if you have like a custom deluxe or whatever truck you're working on it, and it, you know, the fancier models kind of had this aluminum trim on it. And if you didn't want to have that, and say like you had a custom deluxe, you know, it's real easy to bend this stuff up and it comes right off. And you can have a new tail light that is you know, taillight lens that is without the fancy trim. You're probably asking yourself, well, why is this light green or whatever it shows up on your phone or TV or whatever you're watching this video on? It's just a plastic covering. See? And I'm keeping this on here until I get the taillight kind of on, because I'm kind of clumsy and I have been known to scratch things. So, and guys, I think this truck has been, I had a YouTube subscriber ask me or said, did you think the truck's been repainted? Well, you know, I don't know the history of this truck, but I think it has been. And he pointed out to me in another video, I put up that he's seen some paint right there on this unleaded fuel. Well, I didn't notice that before. So maybe the truck has been repainted, and if so, it doesn't bother me. It's probably saved its life. You know, it showed somebody cared enough for it to put a paint job on it, right? So I know it looks dull and everything right now, but it is what it is. You know, my wife and I are going to do our best to make it look as presentable as we can. You know, make it look decent. Like I said, I'm still in thought process and of lowering it. I forgot to turn my radio off, didn't I? Lowering it, and you know, I might put some torque thrust wheels on it. That, you know, if you're new to the channel, I just done a real quick rattle can paint job on these wheels, and put the wide bands on the 3-inch Corvette style is what I call it, and put some new center caps on it. That's all I've done. So to the wheels, the tires are new. So that's all I've done thus far. So anyway, I'm trying to document it. Every time I get a car or a truck, and it's been trucks for years, C10s and GMCs, and I try to document everything I do. So if one of these days, somebody wants to buy this truck, and I'm ready to sell it, and you know, maybe I found something else, or you know, sometimes, you know, it's my wife and I, hey, maybe we should get something else and have some fun with it. Our channel is all about doing things on a budget and doing the best you can with what you have. I mean, I try to think of y'all as like being like my wife and myself, and I'm not trying to say anything derogatory. I'm just saying my wife and I, we do things on a budget. You know, that's how we survive, because we got bills like everybody else. So, I mean, you know, I'm just doing everything on a budget, you know, best that I can, to make it look presentable as I can. And somebody else might think so too. Somebody else might want to buy it one of these days. If so, You know, I always tell anybody that's interested in my trucks, go back through all the videos, you know, and look, and I'll tell them everything that I know about the truck. Enough of that. Let's get busy. I'm going to put this in, but I'm going to have 2 hands. So hang in there, guys. Okay, guys, I thought I'd tell you this because nobody'd ever believe it probably, but I had this tail light almost put in. It's putting in the last screw, and I noticed that this stuff right up in here, it's kind of hard to show you with one hand, was crooked. So I had to take all of it back off and mash it down with my fingers. It's real easy to do. It's no big deal, but it's if you ever get some tail lights like this, you might want to make sure that the aluminum piece is on as best that it can be. You just have to know me. Odd things happen to me that don't happen to anybody else, probably in the whole world. I could go into lots of stories, but I'm not, fortunately for y'all. So this is going to be good enough for this truck. So I just thought I'd tell you that little point or tip or whatever you want to call it. I'm going to put it back in again, and I'll show you what it looks like here in just a second. Okay, guys, I finally got this thing on. I was trying to line it up best I can, but see, this aluminum is just a little bit crooked. That's not my fault, but I got it lined up best I can. Looks pretty, oh, I guess I couldn't. What a huge difference. Stupid wasper keeps following me. Let me see if I can make this a little bit better. See this one, how dull, how bright that one is. I don't know if you can tell or not. Well, let's do this. Pretty big difference, isn't it? I mean, that one's so much cleaner. And like I said, the aluminum's shiny, everything. And I'm going to save this one just because, mainly because of the aluminum. The lens is not so expensive, or I mean, none of it is really. I mean, you just have to be careful how you order it, make sure you don't get plastic. This one is in kind of sad shape, so I'm going to take this one off next. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, and I'm just really impressed how much better it looks. When I get that chrome tip on and a few more things, I think it's going to look really good. Of course, I got to order. My wife and I, like I said, we're on a budget. We don't, if we go out to eat, it's just the 2 of us. And in a lot of cases, it's cheaper to go out to eat than it is to cook something at home. But I mean, I love staying home, and my wife does too. But I mean, when we go out to eat, we don't eat any place fancy. It's normally some place that has a deal going on, like a 2 for 2 or a 2 for, you know, something, you know, kind of like deal like that. We don't eat my point I'm trying to make, instead of me beating around the bush, is we don't eat fancy. If I can save money, cut corners here or there, anywhere I can, I will, in order to put something on this truck or one of the other trucks that I have. I mean, that's how we operate, and my wife is good with it. And like a while ago, we had our first meal. It's probably 2:30 or so, and we just had our first meal, and she made a salad here at home, so that's good. Anyway, enough of that. Too much information, I know. I knew there was something else. If you decide you're going to put new taillights in, I got me a piece of old steel wool. I always save it. And when I took the screws out, I took some steel wool and just kind of cleaned up the heads a little bit where they're kind of shiny, just to make things, like I say, pop. Make it pop. So I'll do the same thing here. And oh, I meant to tell you this too. There's a gasket in here. Make sure when you put the new taillight lens in that you take the gasket off and put it on your new taillight lens to keep water and trash and stuff like that out. So I meant to tell you that earlier and I forgot. I get carried away sometimes. See y'all in a bit. Okay guys, I apologize for the mower. My neighbor's mowing his yard. Look at that stupid thing. Boy, them things make nests everywhere. those big old red wasps, and boy, they hurt when they sting you. I got stung a few times last year just walking. So anyway, enough of that. I just got off the phone with GM1038. His name is Brian on YouTube. Please check out his YouTube channel, GM1038. And we were talking about how we get sidetracked, and he said he does on his videos too. He said squirrel, and he said his mind just wanders, and I'm the same way. I don't know what it is, but anyway, I got my taillights in. Such a much better look, much brighter, makes it pop. I was going to tell you too, if you do have to bend this aluminum, it's real soft. If you do have to bend it and mash it in, and you don't have the strength in your fingers or whatever, or toes, I just having a little fun with y'all. If you don't have enough strength in your fingers and you have to use pliers, please get you a rag and put in between the aluminum and the pliers, so you don't leave a little mark on here, which is easy to do. Don't ask me how I know that, but giving you a little heads up. Cleaned up my screw heads, and looks much better. And guess what? Ta-da! Got Mrs. PIB out here helping me. She's gonna, I think those bulbs are bad, by the way. Okay. She's gonna put the marker lights on, fender marker lights on. Show the difference. Oh. What a huge difference, huh? Yeah. I think I checked. Oh, if you take your taillight lens off, I should have told you this earlier, but it's pretty self-explanatory. Turn on your lights, make sure all your light bulbs work. I had one that was out, a side marker part on the light, the one right here. What? Yes. Anyway, while she's doing that, I don't know, this evening's getting gone, so I'm gonna try to attempt to change these headlights out. This is what they look like now, and she's gonna change those out for me, and we'll just kind of go from there. I'm gonna put these new ones in, and I might tell you a little bit along the way, or I might just shut up and let y'all let your ears have a break. Hang on, guys, I'll get back with you. Okay, guys, Mrs. PIB over there has got these fender markers on. What a huge difference. Huge, huge. There's a lot of dirt in here, and I've been kind of knocking some of it out. Just, I don't know why I'm wasting time. But all the bulbs were bad in these. And my wife and I went to the auto parts store, and instead of buying a pack of two, if you go to the auto parts store, ask them, I'm trying to talk over the lawnmower, my neighbor's mowing. Ask them if you can buy a whole pack of 10. There's 10 in here. And I use them on just about every C10 truck I have. There's always light bulbs blown, especially these little ones. But what a huge difference compared to what was in it. Kind of makes it pop, doesn't it? Kind of matches the tail lights and stuff. And I want to thank Mrs. PIB for helping me. She's a hoot. Anyway, got them on, and now it's time for me to change these headlights out and put in some better ones, newer ones, better ones, and I'm going to get started on it. This is what it looks like now. This bulb here doesn't work, so hopefully I can remedy that. See y'all in a bit. Okay, I've got the headlight bezel off. I've got to go get a Phillips screwdriver. There's some screws right here. When I was younger, believe it or not, I was dumber than I am now. But I thought this was the screws that held the headlight in. It's not. It's these. You just have to, these like this. So, anyway, so it's got the new adjusters in. He did do that for me. The guy I bought the truck from put new adjusters in. I want to get me a Phillips and take the headlights out. How you doing?
I got it on.
You got it on? Yeah. Hey, new brake pedal.
This is probably over 100,000 mile truck.
I don't know. I suspect. I mean, I'm just guessing, but I think the older fella that drove the truck might have rode. You ever see older folks drive with the gas pedal and have the brake on at all times? I kind of suspect maybe, I mean, I don't know for sure.
No, we don't. We're assuming.
That's what I said, assuming. Let's say it together. Assuming. You didn't say it with me. Assuming. Yeah. Sounds kind of Chinese, doesn't it? Assuming. Sounds like a Chinese dish, doesn't it? Assuming. Yeah. Anyway, I need to hush. We're making the video long. Let's hush up. We always cut up with each other, guys. Anyway.
Are you keeping that?
Let me think. Yeah, I'll keep it, just in case. No, I'm not keeping it. But I do have to, I am going to clean up the gas pedal and the emergency brake pedal sometime in the future. And she put shoe goo on it, and it's on there good. Glad to get that. It's not going anywhere. So now I'm going to get my Phillips head screwdriver, and I'll be back in just a minute. Hang in there. Okay, guys, this is what I've got done or got broke. That seems to happen every now and again, and it did today. These headlight adjusters. My wife she's went to go walking with her friend, and she's going to pick me up. They had a pack of 2, and I think I'm going to need them because this one's broke too, but I broke this one here. You can just, they're so brittle. It's plastic, and it's an 85 model, and they're just really brittle, and they just break. I can just look at them and they break. So while I'm waiting on that, which I'm not going to finish this up today with putting the headlights in, and I'm not going to put it together anyway. I'm just going to do as much as I can with what I have, and then you know, I'm wanting to paint the grill and the headlight bezels too, so I'm not going to put the headlight bezels back in or anything like that. I'm just going to do the best I can with what I have. Got the headlight out, and I'm going to clean this up a little bit and spray it with this it's Co-op brand, but it says Ace Rust Stop Flat Black. And then when I take the grill and all that stuff out, I'll paint in there as well. I'm just trying to make it look the best I can. I think this was the original color. Can you see the difference? How, I don't know if you can or not. The sun is so bright. Maybe you can. Anyway, doesn't matter. You know, silver is awful bad about fading anyway. Every silver car or truck I've seen, you know, it fades pretty quick. It's a beautiful color. Boy, when it's new or, you know, or shiny, it looks really good. I like silver. I like black. I like white. You know, black is really hard to keep clean. Stupid wasper won't leave me alone. If you're wondering why I'm moving around. Anyway, I'm going to do what I can. I'm going to clean this up a little bit, and then I'll try to do the next. I'm going to do as much as I can. My wife won't be back till late, and she might have to go to another auto parts store because I asked her to, you know, if they have any more headlight adjusters, because I haven't even got to this yet. And see, they are white too and brittle. I mean, you can kind of look at them. You can tell they're brittle. So I'm suspecting I'll probably break probably every one of them. So as many as I can get, I'm going to take, and then I'll take back what I don't need. But I'm going to try to be extra careful on the next ones. I'll fool with extra careful. So anyway, I'll see y'all in a bit. Okay, guys, I have sprayed that headlight thing that holds the headlight in, bracket, whatever you want to call it. Cleaned it up best I could. That's my new headlight. I had to look, Google this, because the box, as far as I could tell, didn't say if it's high beam or low beam. It all says the same thing, just different numbers. So I had, stupid bugs, had to type that in. And my newspaper's trying to blow away, but it probably won't go far because I've got my screws that goes in here. I painted them. I painted a little bit in here. I'm not getting all in here. I think that's original to the truck. I'm going to leave it. So I'm going to try to put this low beam, I'm sorry, high beam in and put it back together. But I won't be able to do much more because I need a headlight adjuster. So I'm probably just going to end the video here because this is probably getting quite boring. And I don't know how far I'm going to get anyway. But basically, if you subscribe to the channel and tune in the next time, I'm basically doing the same thing. Cleaning what I can. Flat black and everything. Got me some lubricating oil to put the screws back in. I'm trying to make everything so if somebody one of these days, like I said, wants to buy the truck, they'll see everything I've done to it. Then I'm going to tackle this side. But those headlight adjusters are really, I'm trying to be as gentle as I can, but if I look at them more than a few seconds, they just kind of disintegrate. It's an old truck. It's an 85. Who would have ever thought that anybody'd be collecting, C10 square bodies? Who would have ever thought? Not me. I've walked by them most of my life. My dad's company he worked for in 1973, he bought a brand new company truck, 73 Chevy truck, and I really liked it. I got to drive it. For some reason, I forgot why, I had to do something in that truck, and it's a good running old truck, 350 and all that, but I mean, nobody thought nothing about it. They's all over the place, and now, I mean, you can still find them, but they're getting pretty hard to find. So anyway, what did we get done today? My wife helped me put those side fender markers in. Looks so much better. Got the taillights in. Stuff that I think is going to take me just a few minutes. Takes me all day. I don't know why it is. And most of the time, like right before I started this video, where did I set this stuff down at? I'm walking around and around. I look like I'm something crazy. Taillights. Sorry. Oh yeah. My wife put the brake pad on. Looks pretty good. Pretty good. Still got my sport bumper. I've got to save up to buy the brackets to put the sport bumper on and the headlight. I got headlights on my mind. The mounting brackets for the sport bumper. The bolts for the bumper. And the license plate bracket. All that stuff's pretty expensive. So we're just having to do a little bit at a time. I showed you I had bumper guards somewhere. I set them in the truck. And got new headlights, but I'm waiting for headlight adjusters. And I'm not going to put this stuff back together like I said, because I'm going to take the grill and everything out, tape it up best that I can, and repaint it. I think it'll make a huge world of difference on it. And got an air dam coming. So, maybe it'll be here. I hope it's the right one. We'll see. Anyway, I'm going to end the video here, guys. I know I've talked long enough. I apologize, and I'm just doing the best I can. I'm 66 years old. I can't remember where I set something down at a lot of times, and I ramble on about things that y'all probably don't care nothing about, but hey, if you do, I'd appreciate it if you'd like and subscribe to Primer Does Best. Thanks for watching the videos, guys, on all the videos I've put out. I'm getting really close. I seen on YouTube the other day, I'm getting really close to having 2,000 videos. Hard to believe, isn't it? I've been doing this for years. And my channel's still small. That's okay. The people that I have subscribed to my channel, I feel like are family to me. Hope y'all feel the same way about me. I hope y'all know myself as much as I talk, and my wife. I mean, I feel like we're all family on this channel, and I appreciate each and every one of y'all. You're watching Primer Does Best. I'm on Facebook, Primer Does Best, Instagram, Primer Does Best. Got a second YouTube channel. I occasionally put videos up on it of cars and trucks. It's called Man on a Budget, and I'm on Instagram, Man on a Budget 1. Don't forget, if you have an old car or an old truck that you'd like me to put on my YouTube channel for free, doesn't cost you anything except 2 or 3 minutes of your time, and press send. That's all you got to do. Walk around your car or truck, Dodge, Ford, Plymouth, Rambler, I don't care. I like looking at other people's stuff. It's called PIBs. That stands for Primer Does Best. PIBs, subscriber rides. Be happy to put it on my YouTube channel. Just walk around it, talk about it, whatever you're working on or hoping to get done, or just whatever you're doing. 2 or 3 minutes long. You can send me a video of what you're working on or what you just bought to primertisbest@comcast.net, Facebook Messenger primertisbest, or Instagram Messenger primertisbest. I also have PIB's Swap and Shop, primertisbest Swap and Shop. If you're wanting to sell your car or truck, have some parts you don't want anymore that you'd like to sell, just 2 or 3 minute video, doesn't matter. Just remember to send me a video to primertisbest@comcast.net, Facebook Messenger, Facebook Messenger primertisbest, Instagram Messenger primertisbest, and also turn your phone sideways just like I have mine. Turn it sideways. No music, no foul language, please. I'd appreciate it. Hope y'all's having a blessed day today. It's been a gorgeous day here in East Tennessee, but the pollen's getting thick, and I've been wiping my nose and clearing my throat. So it's lots and lots of fun here. But no, I'm really happy to be alive. God bless y'all. Hope y'all tune in, and we'll see what I can either fix or break on this thing. I don't know. But I can't hurt it, can I? I mean, it's already... It's needing a little bit of help here and there, but it's a good truck. I'm so glad we got it. We probably paid too much for this thing. Well, I know we did, but I don't know. I kind of like it. I like the color when I seen it. And, I liked it as short bed. I liked it. I liked the story behind it. It was a man that laid tile. The story and the color and all that stuff, my wife and I, as soon as we seen it, I'll say it again, the guy didn't want to sell the truck, so I give too much for it. But it is what it is. I mean, I'm happy I have it, and, it's been a lot of fun so far, and I'm still having fun. I'm a little frustrated at these headlight adjusters, but hey, that's part of it. Hey, God bless y'all. Thanks for watching, guys. Y'all stay safe, and I hope if you'll subscribe, you'll see us in the next video. I'll see y'all later.